Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Kawaii Cookin. Today we're going to be making a crazy Poppin' Cookin' fresh bakery kit. I went to the Japanese bakery in Little Tokyo and thought I'd show you guys what the actual versions of what we're about to make look like. This is a melon bread and this is just like an almond pastry that looks very similar to the one on the box, minus the custard and the strawberries on top. I love Japanese bakeries. When we were in Japan, we would go to one every single day. And there's like a super huge French influence over in Japan, which is something I had no idea about. We called it first breakfast. We would go to a bakery in the morning and we would have first breakfast there. They're so amazing. There's a bakery that opened up in Little Tokyo. It's this, two jour. I don't know how to speak French. It's so good. We go there almost every day. I'm surprised they don't know us by name.
They
recognize us every time. It's so good. It's so good. But that's why I'm so excited to do this candy kit, because it's all the things that I love. And it also comes with a soda. And we're about to get into it and show you guys how it's made. There are a lot of steps. Don't get overwhelmed. I will guide you through this, as it is my first time doing it. We will do this journey together. I have my scissors and my trusty Pikachu water ready to go. Let's see what's inside. Oh, cute! Okay, so what Crazy does is they add stuff that you can cut out and plate your finished product with, and this is one of them. Oh, cool! There's examples too of how big things need to be all on the back. And right back here, they have the labeling for the orange soda. This is great. Okay, I'm gonna cut this open and see what's inside. Ooh, this package is for the little teddy bear pastry and the almond custard one. And in the back, we have the strawberry jelly. And then we have a couple of packets here. Let me open it up. This is the custard mixture that's gonna go inside the little eyes for the bear and on top of the almond pastry. Here we have the melon bread packet and the orange soda. In the container, we have our little tiny baby cup, so cute, that we're gonna put the orange soda label on. We have our nice little shovel for mixing and for scoring the melon bread, which we're gonna be doing later on. It's gonna be so satisfying. And we have a couple of different molds and containers. This is our scooper. We're gonna have to cut that off first. This is our bear mold, the almond bread mold. We have the little places for the strawberry jelly. I believe the melon bread will probably just have to mix together and just kind of make like a round and then score it. There's this guy too, the musical note. That might be for mixing, same with the star. First things first, let's set everything off to the side and get to cutting this up. A little scooper. Just a heads up, cutting is difficult. It will not be perfect and it does not need to be. We're gonna set these molds off to the side because we're gonna start with the strawberries first. Bring my little Pikachu. It's the evolution before Pichu. We're gonna take the strawberry packet, add it into this little musical note bowl with 2 scoops of water. Ooh, I'm excited to smell this. You know it's gonna smell so good. See, what does it look like inside? Okay, this is the fruity with a little bit of lip smacker, but more fruity. It's not the same. Sniffing these is my favorite. Yeah, just get real deep into the sinuses. Okay, I'm done. Adding this into the musical note. 2 scoops of the water. 1, 2. Gonna use my little shovel mixer to get rid of all the granules. And then I'm gonna place the jelly mixture into the strawberries to set, and we'll put them off to the side. It's important to make sure the mixture is fully mixed before you set them in the molds, but it does start setting quickly, so do both as fast as possible. Great, that looks pretty good. Let's place these guys in their molds. I like to use the corner of the little shovel spoon, kind of let it slide off. It is already setting, so I am racing against the clock to make sure these get pushed in there. I'm beyond me letting it slide off the shovel. I'm kind of just like scraping it onto it and hoping that it goes in. Told you guys it happens so quickly. Some of these have air bubbles, so I'm gonna push down to make sure that it's filling up the entire thing. I know this is looking real messy, but trust me, it's what we must do. I managed to get a good amount of jelly in each and every single one. Hopefully there's no holes or air bubbles in there, and we'll get nice, beautifully round strawberries. But we'll set this off to the side because we're done with it for now. We're gonna take these out at the very, very end for decoration. Next, we're moving on to the dough. I've cut out this little tiny piece of paper from the packaging, which is gonna let us know how big our little dough circles need to be. So we're working on the brown dough mixture first. We're gonna add 4 scoops of water into the star container and then pour in our dough mixture. 1, 2, 4. Ooh, I'm excited to see what this smells like. It probably just smells like kind of like a sweet, like bread smell. Yeah, no smell at all. Oh, a buttery smell. Oh, I knew it was in there, it just was real faint. That smells so good. All right, let's add the powder mixture in here. Ooh, it's real fine. Hopefully it mixes really nicely. Wow, there is a lot of powder versus water. We're like actually like making a dough. I think you're just gonna have to be super patient with how you mix stuff. Just kind of push things against the sides, add some more of the powder, and just keep mixing it in. But eventually we will get there. This is gonna take a second. I have most of the wet mixture mixed into the powder, so now I'm just gonna use my fingers to mix in the dough. This is the easiest way to get it all mixed together. It smells so buttery. Kind of just pushing the powders into the dough and then like folding it over, just like how you would regular dough. Once I have it at a good place, I can just start rolling them up. They really make you work in this poppin' cookin'. I'm like breaking up a sweat. All right, that's what the dough looks like. Here is most of the dough mixture I have. Just a couple little crumbles, but that's okay. We're gonna let those slide. We're gonna let them rest. This dough looks like real dough. It took a second for us to get here, but doesn't that look crazy? That looks insane. So now that the dough is mixed together, we're gonna separate it into 3 balls. 2 of them are gonna be equal in size, but the third one should be a little bit smaller. That's because it's gonna go into the melon bread. They're getting insane with this. I saw the melon bread packet and I was like, oh, that's just for the melon bread. Wrong, you're taking a little bit of this dough, putting it in the melon bread. The flavor combos are gonna be crazy. That looks pretty good. Let's split this in half. I think that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna place our dough into our molds for the bear and the little flower mold. I'm gonna smooth this out just a tiny bit before I place it in. All right, I think that's good, let's go for it. Place it into the flower mold and then push down. Now we're gonna place the dough into the mold. We have the little flower mold over on this side and the bear on this side. Isn't that cute how it separates them out? Just lets you know, this is how you do it. So here's our molds. I'm going to flatten them out just a tiny bit before I place them in the mold. That looks pretty good. Let's place this into the bear mold and push down. If you find yourself missing a little bit of dough, take it from the other ones because my bear ears are a little naked right now and I need just a tiny bit more. So I'm gonna take it from the melon ball since it already has its own dough and fill my little ears. I almost got the portions perfect. Missing a little something. This is tough. The teddy bear pastry is done. Let's move on to our little flower pastry. I'm gonna take a tiny bit more from the melon and just fill in some of the spots where I don't have enough dough. All right, pushing it down, let's check the bottom to make sure it looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks great. Moving on to the melon dough. Oh, melon bread, so delicious. It's like Lena's favorite. I love it. It's hard because melon has such like a faint smell, you know? I smell the melon, but it's like buttery. So I'm gonna pour this into the cleaned star container. I'll be adding 1 scoop of water. Whee! Oh, look at that color. That looks great. And mixing it together. Come on, buddy. This is gonna be just like the dough. We're gonna have a little bit of issues. It's gonna feel like we don't have enough liquid, but in the end, this smells amazing! Oh my God! Oh! Oh! You think I'm being dramatic right now, but it is insane. It did not smell like that in the packet. The minute water was added to it, That smell just started like permeating the air. That is, from what I can understand, it looks like melon bread is basically a simple dough mixture. There's like this like icing kind of like part that goes on top of it.
It's like a cookie.
Yeah, oh, it's really good. If you ever get the chance to try it, you have to. This is mixing together nicely. This is gonna taste so good. This candy kit, I'm not gonna lie, is a lot of work, but I think in the end, it'll be worth it. Okay, I think this is mixed up pretty well, so I can get in here with my hands and form it into a little disc. And then we're gonna knead it out over here on this paper. Make it as big as this circle right here. That looks really good and it smells amazing. I'm freaking out about how great this smells. I'm gonna place it here and just flatten it out. Now we're gonna take this dough, place it right in the middle, and literally, we're just gonna tuck it in for bed. We're just gonna bring the dough up, pinch it in. Sleep, my little beauty. It's time to slumber and bake. Well, this is like kind of satisfying. It breaks a little bit when I bring it up, but it's really easy to smooth out. Whoa. Yeah, that looks awesome. Okay, fun part. We're gonna score the bread now to make it look like how it does in the picture. We're gonna take the shovel, we'll go down the middle to make our little crease, our little score, I should say. One more on the side. When I go in, I'm kind of like wiggling the shovel a little bit, kind of make the score look a little bit bigger. We're gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna go down the middle first, that's easiest. And again on the sides. Oh, this looks great. That looks so good. Whoa, that looks amazing. And hopefully when we put it in the microwave, it'll like plump up and kind of burst out a little bit. So now I'm gonna take the melon dough, place it on this plate alongside our little bear and flour pastry and place them in the microwave for 40 seconds. The time varies depending on what type of microwave you have, so just keep an eye on it.
A few moments later.
Whoa, look how good this looks. That looks incredible. Let's take these guys out and see what they look like. Oh, what? Oh, they are sizzling. They are steaming. Hello, little guy. So cute. These look amazing. Okay, setting these right over here for them to cool just a little bit more. Next, we are gonna work on the vanilla custard. I imagine it's vanilla custard filling. That's what it looks like in the pictures. I add 1 scoop of water into this packet and then mix it together, and then I cut this little tip. I use it as a piping bag, basically. Open it up and see what it smells like, because that's my favorite thing to do. Definitely vanilla pudding. Smells so good. All right, we're taking 1 little scooper, putting it directly into the bag. Then we'll take this spoon and just mix it up. The water is gonna blend in with the mixture really, really quickly. I'm gonna make sure I get into those corners. I think I've mixed it as best as possible. Gonna take this, push everything down to the bottom. A little bit came out, gotta taste it. That's good, but tastes like vanilla pudding. Now I'm gonna take this little corner and cut it off. Now for the teddy bear, we're gonna add some custard into where the eyes are. I'll smooth it out with the toothpick. We'll add some where the ears are. And then where the nose and the mouth. Gotta get real close to get in here. So just using the toothpick to smooth out the custard, make sure it gets in everywhere it needs to be. We're gonna use the rest of the filling and pipe it into the center of the flour pastry. So I saw this on the directions. They used a little bit of the strawberries, like the jelly from it, and added it to the cheeks of the bear to make it look like it's blushing a little bit. I thought that was kind of cute, so I'm gonna do that. Cute! Now let's see if we can get these strawberries out. This might be complicated, it might be messy. Ooh, yes, that never happens. Did you see that, Lena?
That came out smooth.
That never happens. We got a good berry. Going to place that on the center, kind of squish it down. Go for the next one. Same thing. This one had a tiny bit of an air bubble stuck in it, but what can you do, kids? Yeah, I think I like the way 4 looks better. Our pastries are done and they look so freaking cute, but you can't enjoy a pastry unless you have something nice and refreshing to wash it down with. I cut this out from the wrapper. It's like our little orange label. It won't fit perfectly on the cup, which is like the most annoying thing about this, because you're like, oh, I'm doing it perfectly. Nope, doesn't matter. Tape one side down, then bring it on over and tape the other side down. You have your little orange soda. Cute! So for the orange soda, we're gonna fill it with water all the way up to the line, then cut open our packet of orange soda mixture. I have to smell this. Mmm, smells good. Just smells like yummy orange soda. Place it into our little cup and let it fizzle. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, it's good. We're good. Everyone chill. Oh, it smells really good. Ooh, it smells like the Soarin' Over California. Or, yeah, that's what it smells like. What the heck? That is amazing. So here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Fresh Bakery Poppin' Cookin' Candy Kit with orange soda. Looks really closely to what it does in the box, right? Those look pretty good. They didn't do the little red little blushy marks. I did that. I'm like beyond excited to try this. This looks really yummy. Now it's time for the final taste test. I want to start with the melon bread. It smells so good. I have to start with that, right? So good. It tastes exactly how it smells. I'm gonna try this little flour cake now. Pastry. These are so good. Ooh. The vanilla pudding, and then the little burst of strawberry flavor, and then the buttery pastry. That tastes really yummy. I'll have a little bit of the bear just because I should, right? I'm gonna take its little ear off. It's so good. This is great. Now to wash it down with some orange soda. Kind of tastes like Tang. This was so good. This was such a fun kit. It took a little bit of time and there's a lot of details that have to go into it, but overall, I really enjoyed making this candy kit. I think the way it tastes at the end is such a great reward for all of the hard work we put into making these things look beautiful, and I would highly recommend that you try it on your own. If you like this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. It lets me know that you want more. Hit subscribe so you know when I post new videos, and I've been doing candy kits for quite some time, so if you want to binge watch me making a bunch more candy kits, I will leave you a link down below that you can follow, binge watch all of them, get your fill, and also catch me on my gaming channel, which I will link down below too. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye!